What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the 5th episode of Summer Spider. So what this one's titled, Does Catfish Taste Good? The answer to that is, of course, yes, because I actually just recently, this week, I had bassafish, which is a catfish. I think it's called Vietnamese catfish, right? Because for some reason you're not allowed to call catfish anymore. I don't know why that became a thing, but there's a law or something, especially in the US, and it's just marketed as bassafish, not catfish. No idea why. Yeah, it has that. Some of that with sea salt and ground black pepper. Ooh. It's very nice. Might be the best fish I've ever eaten, actually. Although I haven't eaten a huge amount, so I'll take that with a pinch of salt. No. So yeah, episode 5. Maybe this means we might actually find a food that doesn't make us immediately vomit. That would be a step up, because every food we eat just isn't nice. So maybe, now that we've gone to this new floor, which is a higher floor, which, yeah, and higher in this case is good, because we want to go back up, because we went far too low. We should be having an easier time as we head up, in theory, provided that that's actually how the system works. But we have this new lava zone, obviously going to be some new monsters and stuff to encounter. I want people to realize I am still enjoying the show. By the way, I hate on this show quite a bit, as it seems in the ending bits, but that's just because it hasn't clicked yet. I know this show will click, because it has the potential to. It's just in the current setting we are, where it's just Aoyuki trying to play the character, which she's doing a fantastic job at, by the way. She's carrying this show beyond anything else. Like, any other voice actress, well, not any other, but a lesser experienced voice actress would not be doing the show the same justice that Aoyuki is. And as a result, I feel like if you did have someone else doing it, you might have lost a few more people as well. But because you have someone so talented doing it, you can get the nuance in voice, you can get the nuance in the character's mood, personality, and to an extent character growth, although on the point of character growth, I will acknowledge, yes, she is growing as a character, but she's not in any position to utilize that growth, because no, the situation hasn't changed, and just because she's changed doesn't mean she can actually influence her current situation. Until she gets to a place where she has a bit more choice in the matter, then some of her personality will really start to shine through, and the growth that she's gone through in this situation. But right now, she's still stuck in the same sort of situation, so her options are very, very limited. Right now, it's either fight and hope you win, or run. Those are your two options. She's getting better with abilities and traps and stuff that she can do, but it's still just those two options, right? And until her choices open up a little bit into the world, it's going to be like that. So I acknowledge that. And I know eventually the show will open up a lot. Because right now it's just her survival and her growing as a character, which is good. And then the human side story, which so far I've yet to see a point to, but I assume, again, that's a much later payoff thing. I just think they have taken up a bit too much time with the human stuff so far. Maybe that's just my personal opinion. I feel like that having the humans reincarnate would be a really great reveal, to be like, we finally get out of the world, and it's like, oh wait, other people reincarnated beyond me. That would be a really good reveal for later on, if we didn't know already that, this is all happening. And I assume they are different time periods because of, well, if they reincarnate at the same time, spiders grow up much quicker than humans and blah, blah, blah. I'm assuming they are two separate timelines that eventually might converge. That's what I'm thinking, but we'll see if that's actually true or not. So yeah, new area, hopefully a food that tastes good. That's about all we can really hope for. Also we can evolve to just a full Taratect or a small poison Taratect. And I think most of you guys seem to imply, yeah, small poison Taratect might be the better way to go, especially if she does eventually meet up the humans. That way she's not a huge damn spider, because, yeah, a big spider is way more intimidating than a small spider. So maybe approaching them as a huge spider probably wouldn't be any benefit. And also maybe small poison might lead to a greater poison Taratect, or just a greater Taratect in general. I think evolving species is better than evolving size. Size is the last thing you need to do. But who knows how many evolutions she gets? Like, is she just going to constantly keep getting them at level 10? Or is she going to... I think there were some enemies that were, like, level... like, above level 10, so maybe they don't evolve until they hit level 20 on certain things. I don't quite know how the leveling system works in this, so I guess we'll see. Maybe monsters aren't bound to the same thing as a player would be. I don't know. So, we'll see. But as per usual, these are time-based full reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do, which is everything from this season, as well as the Patreon request shows and backdated shows that will eventually be going up in the gap between this and next season. It's a movie poll as well right now. I think Your Name's still winning. I haven't checked on it recently, actually, but I assume Your Name is probably winning. But yeah, here on YouTube, we have to do time-based. So bottom left of the screen, you'll see the time for the episode. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then I'll play, start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We'll watch this one on Crunchyroll, since that's who licensed it here in the UK. No logos or anything, we're just going to go straight into the episode. You can use Screen Flash on my face or my tutel when it's transitioning. That should help you sync up. And with all that said, let us get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, I would agree with that statement. Another character that hates God. Yeah, this. Yep. Yeah, quite literally. Oh boy. Oh, that's useful. Elro Gunnarash. Okay. Oh my god, so much. Sure. And OP time. I think those humans do end up fighting spiders, so maybe that is how these characters meet eventually. I assume she probably gets her spider allies when she gets back up to the floor that she's from. That's how I'm going to imagine she finally meets spider allies. Right? Mm-hmm. Sure. Hmm. We still haven't evolved yet, have we? Oh, here we go. Sure. Sure. That makes sense. Rare subspecies, okay. Oh, hello. Interesting. Oh, nice. 600 speed? Yep. I guess that speed would have decreased if she went up in size. Jesus Christ, so many. Oh my god, way too many. Yeah, I give up. Anger? Pride? Okay. What does it do? Godhood? Excuse me? The hell does all that mean? Yeah, no idea. Right. I think you should probably get it. Yeah. Yes. Well, yes. Yeah. Like Demon Lord level stuff. Oh. Jesus. What? Well, I mean, yes. Okay. Taboo went up by 2. Okay. Mm-hmm. You must never level it up. Ruler of Pride. Okay. Abyss Magic level 10 and Hades. Okay. What is Hades? Uh, yes. Oh my god, such an info dump. Okay. Abyssal Duck. Jesus. Jesus. Manifest Hades? What? I mean, Hades, Underworld. Might be useful for magma. Sure. What the Hades? Okay. That's a good that's a good choice. Whoa, okay. Okay, she's going the Demon Lord route, okay. Okay, I think I see where the power of our spider is going to start rising from. Okay. That probably offends an actual demon lord. Oh, we're back to the human stuff. Oh, great. Hmm. Okay. Oh, damn. Mm-hmm. I imagine, yes. Hmm. Oh, probably, yes. Well, well. Uh, mm-hmm. You say that, but there are still people from your class missing. He's not the brightest, is he? Tuh. Yeah, his reputation has massively increased because of his actions last time. I think that's a sister glancing. Well, yes, but Faye's your pet, so uh-huh. Mm. Yes, this bitch. Yeah. Mm. Uh, I'm sure. Huh? Okay. Well, she has taboo. Hmm. Hmm. Because she has Kin Eater, she's got taboo. Uh huh. Has a point there, maybe. Jesus. Hmm. Right. That'll do it. Okay. Magic effect categorization. Categories. Forget it. Not using that word. That's where it comes from in the ED. That's good. Ah. Got some fire resistance, that's good. Hmm. Magic perception and magic operation. Okay. Probably. Yes. Yeah. I guess that's a real story. I feel like magic perception is not so much a skill that you activate, but it might be a permanent thing that's always around you. It almost becomes like second nature to you. Holy shit. The hell just attacked us? Oh, Earth Dragon's back. Oh, hello. Oh, this is a different one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Alright, back to the Maelstrom. Uh, Jesus. It's back. Really low stats, though. We need a better ranged attack. Uh, ah. Okay. That was the last one. Okay. Yep, that's not no human intelligence, so that tracks. Nice. Lovely analogy. Oh, that's not gonna be a seahorse. Whoa, okay. Catfish. Able to swallow anything. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I noticed. Oh boy. Holy shit. Of course it does. Maybe they'll fight each other though for you? Ooh, poison web. Okay. The tiniest bit. It's gonna be a long fight. Oh, right, the poison. That makes a lot of sense. Nice. How much did that do? Aha. Not worth the effort. Finish it off first, yeah. Sure. There's so much text. Ruling class privileges? Ruler of pride. Okay. Is it going to be any good? Tears of joy. It's not horrible. She's found her favourite food. And there's a lot of it as well. Wow. Probably. All the food. I'm glad I ate before this. Can you... Jesus. The fact we can eat so much is insane. For something that actually tastes decent. I wouldn't do that because then you'd never eat it again. Alright, that was the episode. That went a lot quicker than last week, that's for sure. Do have an after credits, I think. Very small after credits, though. Alright, after credits, what we got? Adventuring party? Oh, is that the brother? Milstras? Oh, hello. Julius? Yep. Okay. The hero and the demon lord? Question mark. Okay. Okay. See, now this is where things have started to click. I will say now, this is the episode where things have started to click because we now have Kumiko now on the path of Demon Lords, which I'm sure is going to attract some very powerful attention. Like, a new Demon Lord being... What's the word I'm actually looking for? Grown, I don't think is the correct word, but essentially being grown. Born, essentially, and raised, I guess, is the closest thing I can think of. But we now see that starting. Going for Pride. Kind of makes sense. So you can see where her path is now starting to take her. And she's kind of embracing the taboo. And we mentioned a lot of the taboo as well on the human side this episode. With, what's the dragon's name? Faye, right? Yeah, Faye. Faye obviously has taboo magic because of the Kin Eater title. Kin Eater title gives you taboo, right? Like either level 1 or level 2. And we've hit level 4 now with Spider because we have got the Demon Lord Pride route. So things are starting to ramp up a little bit, it must be said. And now it's starting to click. It's like, okay, our Spider is going the Demon Lord route. Our Spider will become, well, provided it follows all the way through, is going to go down the path of Demon Lord, which makes sense for a monster. And we now have Julius going into the middle stratum. Now, how old is Julius compared to Shun? Because they're kind of implying that maybe Julius is going to encounter something in the middle stratum as Kumiko is there. Now, it depends how much older Julius is to Shun. Because if there is a difference in time period between Kumiko and Shun, when they were both reincarnated, how much of that time period has elapsed to where the human side is now? Unless the human side is going to see the actions of Kumiko and what she's done and her influence on the middle floors from prior, and that's what... It's weird because we might have different timelines going on, and whenever you mess with timelines in a show, it always gets weird. But I'm kind of curious. Where this is going. Also, a horrible thought I had. There are 4 main spiders shown in the OP and stuff as like a party almost. Part of me's somewhat worried that maybe that's not actually going to be a party of spiders that she finds herself with, but that's just different forms of her and her different jobs that she can switch between. Part of me's worried that they might go that route, especially since none of the other 3 spiders have any VA roles listed anywhere. So part of me's worried that that's just a representation of the different forms that Kumiko has, rather than her having a party like that, especially since they all have the exact same eye color as well. Slightly concerned about that, but we'll see if that ends up being the case. But yeah, things are starting to click now. This was the episode that I was waiting for. Things are starting to click. Kumiko is now has a greater overall direction that she is unintentionally pushing herself towards. But it's a path that will now lead us into possibly meeting other characters, because I think that girl that's like eating the world, I think she's probably a demonic character of sorts. So maybe that's going to lead to our encounter with her. Yeah, like, going the Demon Lord route now has a greater overall direction as to where she could end up, provided nothing else happens. And with Julius now going into the middle floors and the humans actually interacting with the area that Kumiko was born, I think things are going to start clicking now. I think things are really going to start clicking now. We'll see what happens next episode. I think next episode might be a bit more human-focused. Probably. At least initially. But it says the hero and the demon lord, question mark. I think they're implying that the hero, obviously Julius, demon lord, I think they're implying Kumiko, but I don't think Kumiko will be present with Julius. I don't think. It depends on how they're doing timelines of reincarnation and stuff like that, because I don't think Julius is that much older than Shun. Like, I don't think he's like 20 years older than Shun. Which would probably be... Well, no, Shun's like, what? How old is Shun? I'm going to guess he's like 17 or something like that, probably. 16, 17. That's probably how I imagine Shun is. I don't think Julius is in his mid to late 30s. Well, no, he'd only have to be like early 30s in that instance, actually. Never mind. I don't think... maybe he passes... Problem with anime characters in their 30s is they look like they're in their 20s, and anime characters in their 20s look like they're in their teens. It's a dangerous slope. Judging the age of an anime character is almost damn impossible. They're either teenagers, middle-aged men, or grandparents, like that, or they're kids. Like there's only three or four different ages that an anime character can be. It's kind of weird sometimes, but yeah. I think this was the episode that clicked for me a bit more. Like it's not fully clicked. It's not like I'm going to say this is the best Isekai of all time or anything. Like no, it's not the best Isekai of all time for me yet. And the ratings are still not fantastic for it, but I think this is the episode that I was waiting for. The only problem is this could have been episode 3 if we cut out all the human bits. Like, this could have been the end of the third episode if we cut out the human bits, maybe 4th episode. But we had all the human bits, so it took a little longer to get to this point. But either way, we got here, and I think now I'm going to start getting into the show a bit more. I think this was the moment I was waiting for. I'm slightly worried about what the hell dickhead Hugo's going to do. I don't want him to be redeemable. I really don't want him to be a redeemable character. I don't care for him. Like, I want some of these reincarnated people to die. Like, I know that sounds horrible, but for the sake of actually having consequences, I want to prove that reincarnated characters can physically die. And of all the characters, I think Hugo would be a perfect candidate to show that, yes, just because you're reincarnated into this world doesn't mean you're born here for a greater purpose or anything. You're just here in this world. Like, you are expendable. Like, I would like that to be a part of the narrative almost. And honestly, Hugo's just a perfect candidate for a character to die. Honestly, I don't care for him at all. Yeah, we also have the religious girl who's now a problem for Faye because of her taboo level magic that she now has, or taboo level skill, whatever it ends up being. I forget if it's a magic or a skill, but whatever. There was a lot of info dumping in this show, okay? So, there was a lot of info dump in terms of text. I mean, look at this. Like, this is just skills. Instantaneous, pride, water resistance, destruction resistance, talisman, egg laying, evasion, probability correction. Swim, paralysis. Oh, paralysis attack. Yes. Rot attack. Oh, God. There's a... oh, God. And all this stuff under side. Shock enhancement. Cutting resistance. Impact resistance. Eye arrow. Pride. There it is again. Water resistance. Lightning resistance. Earth resistance. Wind resistance. Dark. All the resistances, basically. Talisman. Egg laying. Evasion we already have, right? Arithmetic processing? Okay, cooperation? Cooperation's a good one. We should get that. Like, once we get back onto the lower stratum, the upper stratum, once we get back up there, we should absolutely get cooperation. Maybe that's how we do get an adventuring party. That would make sense. We have concealment, very useful. Probability correction? Swim again, paralysis attack again, and rot attack again. Okay. God, there's so much there. Yeah, and it's just repeating some of the stuff. Energy conferment, anger. I guess that's going to be like a rage mode or something. I don't know what probability correction is going to be. Wind, earth, lightning, water. Instantaneous? What's instantaneous? There's so much there. If there's anything super important that I should be paying attention to, or anything in those huge lists of just walls of text that have happened, because there was a bunch of them. If there's anything important you feel like I should be taking away from those, or anything I should just make sure I did see, just because it might be useful later, please let me know. I know that might seem spoilerish, but if it's been shown on the screen, and I haven't actually mentioned it yet, please let me know that it was shown, because then I can actually start using that in theory crafting and all that good stuff that I like to do in my own head. Because yeah, there was a bit about like the middle stratum or the lower stratum, like on location and stuff. It was like, and also something about her spider evolutions, like extremely rare subspecies and all that stuff. Like, if there's anything important in there that I should pay attention to, please let me know in the comments, because I'm getting into the show, and there was a lot of info dump. I kind of want to make sure I'm on top of the info so I can use it going forward. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. This was the episode that finally made it click a little bit. And I'm sure next episode as well is going to be somewhat interesting, since we have Julius going to where Kumiko currently is, or was, or however the timelines work. I don't know. Maybe this episode is going to finally reveal what the timelines are like. Like, is Kumiko and Julius, are these events happening simultaneously? Are they happening a long time apart, a short time apart? Maybe we'll finally get the answer to that. But yeah. Don't forget to leave your comments, because they help out a lot, especially on this one. And likes as well are great for engagement. And engagement is more important than viewership. I don't care if I only got 20 views, but if I got 10, 12 likes, despite only having 20 views, that would be so much more important than overall viewership. I've had many a show that have hit like the 1,000 view mark, but only get like 20 odd likes, whereas then you get shows that hit like 600 but get like 40. It's like, that's obviously the show that has much more appeal. Also, watch time. People actually watch the full episode and don't just click on it and then leave after like 2 minutes or something like that. Probably because they think, oh look, I'm going to watch this reactor. Oh, he's timer format. Boo! Why you do this? Not realizing that everyone who doesn't do timer format is copyright strikeable at any given moment. It just requires one studio to say, you know what? Let's actually start looking into YouTube copyright law, and then that's it. They're done. I don't think people realize how tenuous that actually is on YouTube. I do, because I've lost the entire channel to it. So anyway, don't forget to subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.